that turbo cost you?
150 bucks.
150 bucks. Javier from That Racing Channel. We have a very special episode here for you today. We're here with Gordon. Everybody knows him for his ridiculously fast Evo 10. And today we're going to check out his turbocharged 1990 BMW E30. What's up, Gordon? How you doing, my man? Go ahead and start her up. That sounds sick. Pop the hood for us. So pretty much everything in your arsenal just has to have a turbo on it.
Obviously. Gotta go fast.
Nice. Good old eBay power, right?
Yeah, eBay turbo.
eBay turbo. What did that turbo cost you?
150 bucks.
150 bucks. Gotta love it. Budget build for the win. I love these things. All right, let's go for a ride, man.
Ready?
Yep. Oh, hell yeah, dude. This thing gets rowdy.
Oh, yeah.
This thing gets rowdy, my man. The interior in this thing is just mint. Got some camera gear strapped in back there for safety. I don't imagine it looked like this when you first got it.
Not even close. I had 10 ripped seats. The dash had like 50 cracks in it. The back seat looked like somebody went back there with meth and ripped it all up. It was horrible. Ready?
That's one thing I can always count on when going for a ride with Gordon is an absolute blast. This thing is 1000% tear skip proof, man.
Here's Gordon, his 1990 BMW E30. Tell me a little bit more about the car, the build. When did you get the car? How long have you had it?
Well, I've had this one for about 1.5 years now. BMW E30 was my first car ever. I regretted it when I sold it, so I bought back another one. But I've had this one for 1.5 years. I've been kind of semi-restoring it. Still in the process, but we made it a long way.
So for those that don't know, you have the red Evo that we've also featured on this channel quite a few times. That car's making somewhere north of 900, right?
Yeah, it makes about 900.
No.
650 foot-pounds of torque, 50 plus PSI.
This is more of just kind of a personal past. You wanted to bring it back. And
Yeah.
have a project to work on.
It's got some sentimental value to me, you know. Me and my father had one back in the days and we built it together. Kind of reminds me of him. I just kind of want to keep it conservative. This motor is stock, completely stock gasket. The only thing it has is ARP head studs. So it makes 365, 393 foot-pounds of torque on an eBay turbo. Turbo's maxed out, 25 PSI. I have another motor on the side that I'm building. The motor I'm building on the side is gonna be a 2.9 stroker, 9.75 compression ratio, JE pistons, and then it's gonna have a 272 billet cam with bigger valve train. That motor is gonna put out about 600 to the wheels with a Borg Warner. Nothing crazy. I don't want it to be an expensive hobby.
So in today's numbers, with cars from factory coming with 800 horsepower, things of that nature, but this thing gets down, dude. I mean, it's probably what, a mid 120 trap quarter-mile car or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, we have a drag setup for it. We'll try it out soon, and it should hook up and go 11.5 maybe at 120, 119.
I can see you were fighting the thing.
Yeah, but we get along.
So this thing's on factory long block now. How much power do you think these things hold?
Factory, they say 500 horsepower is the limit. So basically what we did was 365, 400 is the cap.
Any plans to go any higher?
Definitely. This turbo is maxed out, so we're gonna put a Borg Warner on it, make 400 on this block, and I actually have a built block coming soon.
Nice. Speaking of the turbo, you told me earlier it was probably 150 bucks, something like that.
Yeah,
eBay turbo?
eBay turbo, 150 bucks replacement, you know?
I mean, you can't beat that, bang for buck.
Can't beat that.
It's
If it
doing
blows up,
work.
Buy another one or buy something else.
That's wild. So how much did the kit, is it just an eBay kit or something then?
Well, yeah, I bought an eBay kit. Basically, I bought the eBay kit just for the manifold and the turbo, and then everything else is universal. So, 800 bucks for the kit.
Wow. So if you were to replicate something like this, what would it cost?
You get the car cheap enough, you could do everything for under 10 grand.
Dude, that's badass. Evo's probably making 900 plus, so that's the go fast car.
Exactly.
And this thing, I mean, it kicks out, it gets sideways.
Car's on E85 too, right?
Car's on E85.
What size injectors and fuel management?
Bosch 1000 cc's, got a wall bar 450 in the tank, and an air motor fuel pressure regulator. Pretty simple. The tuning software is a Mega Squirt. Mega Squirt actually makes a plug and play, so it goes into the factory harness. And I also have a Mega Squirt dash, so I can see all my readings and everything. So the wheel and tire setup on the car, it's pretty simple. It's got 17 by 8s in the front, 17 by 9s in the back, 215 40 17s in the front. And then it's got Toyo Proxys R1Rs in the back, 245 35 17s. Simple suspension system, coilovers with Bilstein shocks. Eventually I'm gonna upgrade it to get full-blown coilovers, because these are just coil-on struts. 373 welded diff in the back, stock dry shaft. Clutch is a spec stage 5, 6-buck unsprung. It's a little chattery, but gets the job done. So the car, for the most part, I do everything. I have my buddy Ralphie at 2J Truck. He does some of the fabrication, like piping. He did the downpipe, simple stuff like that. But I personally built the car. I personally tuned the car. Dynograph, proven, and it's running good.
What's the biggest race you've had so far?
That M4 that I raced makes about 500 to the wheels. That's probably the fastest thing I've raced so far. I've also raced a Subaru WRX, made 381, beat that, and then today we happen to have a 300ZX that showed them what these little E30s can do.
Let me know.
1, 2, 3!
Thanks, John.
3, 2, 1, go!
All right, have fun. was that?
I think she had fun.
You guys scared?
Like, do you see my hair?
Hell yeah, that was sick. You alright? Was that good?